Hey you guys, I am back with my Scents of Days Gone By number 8, I believe it is. I've been melting like a crazy person this week, and I'm also filming this on Monday instead of, Friday, Saturday, so I've probably got like 9 days worth of stuff in here instead of 7. So anyways, that's why there's a little bit more in here. So let's just get right into it. The first one I finished melting here was Harvest Zucchini Candles from the Keeping Room. This I got in a D-stash. This one was really good. It threw well. They were like these little bread-shaped tarts. I think I threw in maybe 2 or 3 at a time. I mean, this was a full bag when I got it. I don't know what the Harvest Zucchini is, like, opposed to a regular zucchini. But to me, this had like a strong, like, corn scent, like a popcorn, kettle corn kind of scent. So to me, this didn't smell like a true zucchini scent, and I'm not a big fan of like corn scent, so I would not seek that particular one out again, but it did throw really well. Another one that I melted downstairs in a 24-watt hot plate, this is Divine Joy from Happy Hippy Scents. I was more than happy with this one. This one was 4 grubby tarts, and this one was a pink marshmallow scent, if I remember correctly. Yep, and it threw like a champ with 2. I probably could have gotten away with 1, but I love a super strong scent throw. So this one I was very, very happy with from Happy Hippy Scents. So the next one here I have is Rainbow Melts Rosemary Mint. I melted this upstairs, and it was either in a 20 or 24 hot plate warmer over the past couple months. I would throw in 2 trees at a time. Good throw. It has more of a... To me, it has more of like a medicinal kind of mint, a rosemary mint smell, or rosemary, I'm not really sure which one it is. So this one was good. Like, I've been feeling a little sick lately, which is why I threw it on, because it kind of soothes me for that. So I would say it's more on the medicinal side and less on like the candy side, I would say. So it definitely still has its purpose. This one I also melted through a Circus Concession from iHeartWax. This I got in a D-stash. You can see that it was originally received back in the end of August. So it's putting it in, what, like 3-4 month old, so it should still be good. But for some reason, this one just didn't throw for me, like, at all. I melted it last night. It had, like, these little bread loaves, I think. So I melted 1.5 bread loaves last night, because I had 3 left in a 24-watt hot plate. And I really couldn't smell it unless I was within, like, a 4 to 5 foot radius of the warmer. So I don't know if it's because the wax is older, but I would still think the end of August should still make it acceptable to melt. I would think. So anyways, this is the first thing I've ever had from iHeartWax, but I would still buy like a small order from them just to see how it goes, because I've heard good things about iHeartWax. But that particular one it just wasn't throwing for me at all. This next one here is from Beezy Tarts. This is a scent shot in pink Loopy Loops. Through well. Perfect pink sugar Fruit Loops fragrance. Just right on the nose. Oh man, I love that pink sugar. It feels like it clears me right up. But strong throw. I threw the whole scent shot in a 24-watt hot plate. So I've never had nothing but good stuff from Beezy Tarts. I finished up this clamshell from ScenSei and Fruitsy Loopsy. This one just came like, obviously the 6 cubes. I did throw 3 in at a time. Like I said, I love a strong scent throw, so I tend to throw on a lot of wax. It threw well. I had it going, I think yesterday I had 3 cubes of this going in a 24-watt hot plate. And I also melted 3 cubes earlier in an 18-watt hot plate, and the 24-watt was definitely better. I remember when I melted this in the 18-watt, it was okay, but the 24-watt, like, it was good. It was very strong and a very nice Fruit Loops fragrance. But I probably would not seek out like a Fruit Loops fragrance on its own anymore, because just on its own, for some reason, the Fruit Loops fragrance, I like it better blended. So this is nothing against ScenSei. That's just, it was a good tart, through well, but I just would not purchase a single Fruit Loops fragrance from any vendor again, I think. Let me get into this one from Starlit Candles Vampire Bite. This is like the highlight one of the week. This one was amazing. Cherry effervescent fragrance. Oh yeah, my gosh. So if you like cherry, and this is not a black cherry, I think it's just like a regular cherry, this one is right up your alley. It was a beautiful clamshell. I threw 3 cubes in my 18-watt hot plate on 2 different days. It threw so well. It threw so well. It was coming into my living room area and like invading the territory that normally the warmer in the kitchen occupies. So it was throwing like crazy. And then one day I accidentally left this on overnight, and I normally turn it off when I go to bed. I left it on and I came downstairs. Guess what I could smell? Effervescent cherry. So it threw well, and it threw for a really, really long time. So this one was the best performer of the week, I would say, for sure. So if you're into cherry, check out this Vampire Bite by Starlit Candles. Highly recommend it. I got through 2 here by Vintage Chic Scents. This first one here is French New Wave. I melted this upstairs, and I think one time it was in the Glade Warmer, the next time it was in a 24-watt hot plate. This one's like Blood Orange, Peonies, Musk, and Rose. I really didn't get much of a scent throw from this. It was there, but not really there. Like I would walk into the room and like when you walk in, you couldn't really smell anything there. But if you sniffed a little bit, you're like, wait, there's something there. It's kind of like how that was. And I threw 3 cubes in at a time. So I would prefer a stronger scent throw, but it's a beautiful fragrance. I really love anything with blood orange in it. I mean, the fragrance is beautiful. Would I still repurchase it? Yes. But knowing that it's more of like a delicate kind of smell. This one, on the other hand, this is Oh What a Beautiful Morning. This is like a flapjacks maple syrup type of smell. I only threw 2 cubes in at a time and downstairs in a 24-watt hot plate, and each time 2 cubes threw really, really well. So this one from Vintage Chic, Oh What a Beautiful Morning. This one was a great performer, and I really love the smell. I love throwing it on in the morning, like on the weekends, because, you know, it would just have like this breakfast smell. Yeah, it's got like a really nice maple sugar doughy smell, kind of like a stuffed French toast kind of smell to me. So I'd highly recommend that one. Oh, What a Beautiful Morning. This one was Rosegirls Spiced Apples and Peaches Ice Cream. This is a chunk I won in a flash sale lot for people that had never bought Rosegirls before back in December. So this one was a slightly smaller chunk, I would say, than some of the chunks I've seen that people get from Rosegirls. It has a really nice scent. To me, it's more of a... It's more of a fall scent, maybe because of the apples or something, but it is definitely, you can get like that spicy note in there. I can't really detect ice cream in here. This one was like a medium-high throw and a 24-watt hot plate. I mean, I could smell it. It was present, but it was not overpowering. It might have been because the chunk was not like as big as some of the other chunks. I wouldn't repurchase it just because a spiced apple and peaches scent is just not for me. But if that's something that you would like, I would seek this out, and I don't know about the ice cream part. Like I said, to me, this just smelled like spiced apples and peaches, really. This next one here is the Bathing Garden. This is Lavender Mint. I got this in a D-stash. Melted 3 cubes each, once in a 24-watt hot plate, once in a Glade warmer. It had like a medium-high throw. It was present, but it wasn't like really present. I mean, I don't really know if that makes any sense, but it was okay. This one has a more medicinal kind of smell. That's another reason why I threw this one on too, like the Rosemary Mint from Rainbow Melts, was because I was just looking for something that would help me like with my nose and my sinuses and stuff like that. So it was okay. Like I said, medium high throw. If you're looking for that kind of like medicinal kind of, you know, smell or something like that, then I would seek this one out. But the fact that I got it in a D-stash, so it's probably a little older than the rest of my wax, may be the reason why it didn't throw so good. Okay, I did get through 3 of these from Two Timing Tart. Ooh. Pretty Boys and Eyeliner, Shermar Moore, Santa Claus, and Dirty Girl. So Shermar Moore, this one is Sugar Cookies and Blue Sugar. This one is a sweetly, sorry, I didn't mean to be flicking anyone off there. This one is a sweetly masculine scent, but Becky doesn't say what else is in there. And this one is Linen and Orange Blossoms, Musk and Sandalwood. So for the most part, these all had about a medium throw. I'd say this one had the strongest of the throw of the 3 of them. But it's kind of like with that other one by Vintage Chic Scents. It's like when you walk in the room, you don't immediately detect that there's something in the air. But if you start sniffing, then you start to notice it. I would say that this one in particular has a very delicate fragrance. Just like the combination of what's in there, it just seems more delicate to me. This one is, I mean, it's got sugar cookies in there, so it's more of a bakery note, but it's not a too-in-your-face bakery note. And this one, with the blood orange, this one is like what Orange Blossoms and Musk and Sandalwood have like the strongest. They were all gorgeous scents. I love Two Timing Tart scents. I have had Two Timing Tart stuff before that had a really good throw. Lately, it seems I've been getting more of like a medium kind of throw with them. I would still repurchase them. And also Becky, I think, has been like working on her wax formula. She has been working on her wax formula. So she does have a new wax formula that throws better than these. So I think anything now made after like January 5th, because she's got pour dates on here, is in the new wax formula. So if you're ordering from Two Timing Tart, you probably may be getting a mix of old and new for initially and then only the new. So I'm really interested to get some of the new stuff and see how it throws, because I would repurchase all 3 of these for sure, but I would still love to get a little bit stronger percent throw. So I think Becky with the new wax formula probably is going to knock it out of the park. So I am definitely looking forward to getting a new order of Two Timing Tart here sometime in the year. But I've got so much to melt through. You know, I got to get through it all. And like a delicate fragrance or a medium scent throw may be okay. And my bedroom is a little bit bigger probably than your average bedroom. So if you're melting it in like, you know, if I was melting it in like one of my guest bedrooms, it would probably fill it up. But my master bedroom is a little bit on the larger side, so it's kind of a good volume of air you got to fill in there. So the last thing I got through here was I finished my first Loaf from Tiffany Candles, Blueberry and Pumpkin crunch pie with Twinkies overpour. This one is really good. I'm actually melting the last 2 bits of it right now. It throws really well. Tiffany Candle's loaves always have thrown well for me, and I've gotten quite a few of them. So every time she puts up loaves, that's why I go crazy. I would say it's stronger on the blueberry hot than on the pumpkin when I melt it, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Maybe more something I would look for in the fall because of the pumpkin, but since the blueberry is so strong, I would still search something like this out all year. So I would definitely give this a thumbs up and say if you're a blueberry fan, this one is probably for you. Throws well, and I'm so happy to get through my first loaf. I feel like such a wax adult. All right, you guys, so that's it. This is the Scents of Days Gone By number 8. And I've been trying to melt more lately. I've been changing out the scents more frequently, so hopefully I'll have more stuff to review every time I do this. Hey, 11 minutes, not so bad. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.